What's going on, sports fans, football fans, NFL fans, Giant Nations fans? What's going on, man? It's day 2 of the 2026 NFL free agency, man. And the New York Football Giants are locked in, doing a thug dizzle. I have not been this excited to be a New York Giants fan for over a decade, okay? Since we drafted OBJ and we still had Victor Cruz and Eli Manning and all signs pointed to go, and then the boat trip happened and no offensive line and no defense. And we all know the story from there. But super excited, man. We got Pat Ricard, day 2, and some rumors of some other moves going around. So listen, man, Wyatt Teller is still a rumor. The Brian Thomas thing is still a possibility, although Jacksonville came out and said they're not interested in trading him. Excuse me. Welcome, E. What's going on, my brother?
Peace, man. Peace to the gods, peace to the earth. Peace, King. Ain't nothing, man. Just excited about all this news that's coming out, man. And it's not even just the Giants, L. It's all around the NFL, man. At this competitive sport that we love. And plus, we got every new piece we need. New coach, new quarterback, free agency. But I'll let you take it away, man. I'm just excited.
Nah, man, I'm with you, bro. Listen, like I said at the top, I haven't been this excited to be a New York Giants fan for over a decade now. And, we actually have a real reason to be happy, excited, optimistic, hopeful even. So, yeah, man, listen, if all I'm looking for right now is, are we going to get another offensive lineman? Or are we going to wait to address that in the draft? Are we going to sign a wide receiver in free agency? Or are we going to address that in the draft? That's what I'm really waiting to see now.
Yeah, but let's give that some thought and give it some life. Because right now the fans are excited. They're chomping at the bits. They're going crazy because of the first day of free agency and what we're doing right now to solidify what we already have on the roster. But let's go where you just went with the offensive lineman. First of all, let's go to the availability. Who's out there still? The first person that comes to my mind is Wyatt, right? Is Wyatt signed or is he still out there?
No, he's still out there.
Okay, because I recognize that Vera Tucker then went to the enemy. So,
yeah,
middle finger to him. Feel me? That's how that go. Everything against Boston. And he just went up there. So, that's bad business.
He went to New England. Yeah, he went to New England. But, I don't worry about them boys because we got their number. Well, at least Eli did. You know what I'm saying? So, they really can't say much or nothing to me. And they hate it because every time I'm around somebody who cheers for that squad, I remind them, y'all lost to Eli twice. Coach Ed in the building. What is going on, man? Kevin A. You got to show your face, Kevin A.
What's going on, bro, guy?
You know who Kevin A is?
Kevin A. I got to hear. If he write a message, he'll let us know. It's so many people in the chat, man.
Nah, he's backstage, but his camera ain't on. And I have a rule about that. I have to see you before I put you on the screen because you're not about to come up here free and willy or nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to put the cam
on. No nonsense.
Yeah, you got to put the cam on, bro. You know what I mean? Make yourself available, even if it's for a moment. You know what I mean? Facial recognition in this day and age of technology.
I just got to see that you mean business and you're here to talk sports, not to disturb or disrupt or bring up no crazy stuff. We're here to talk football. I don't want to hear no politics, no geopolitical stuff, no war stuff, no none of that. We are here to talk New York Giants football. You heard? And it is a great day to be a Giants fan. Coach Ed, I know you excited. What are you most excited for here on day 2?
It is clobbering time. You got the Fantastic Four and the tight ends, and now you got the true thing as a fullback. It's time to punch him in the face.
Pat Ricard is going to move people around. We're going to see Pancake City. We're going to call this offensive line IHOP, baby. The International House of Pancakes is going down. Look, he got so excited he threw himself in the gulag.
I love it. Look, they don't have to do all the big splashy moves. You just get the fundamentally sound moves that could help this team get back to competing and winning championships.
Jared in the building, long time no see, my brother. How you doing? The way the Giants are manipulating the cap, I love it.
Absolutely. Real quick, Lou, that's family. That's Kevin A from Jersey, bro. That's family.
Okay.
Years.
Okay.
Yeah, it's family.
Let me. Why is he not on there? They will need to connect their mic before you can add them to the string. You have to connect your mic, Kevin A. Says device is not connected.
You know what? I think that he possibly just wanted the link to be in the to be on the show instead of join the live the panel rather.
Oh wait, he's on. There you go.
Yeah, there he is.
Welcome.
Kev, what up, man?
What's going on?
Been too long, brother.
Coach eating popcorn, saying, you know it's real.
Yeah, you know it's real. He's sitting back watching the popcorn. First of all, he put a meme up in the chat with the dudes just eating the popcorn once he released the Ricard news. So I know where he at. That's his thing right there. Run the you in the mouth, big, old school Giant football is what we looking at.
Hey, listen,
that's what we look
get back to what works. Get back to what works. You know what I'm saying? And historically, when the Giants have been at their best, we've had 4 dogs at the linebacker position. We've had an offensive line, the fullback, and the run game that made people scratch their heads and figure out how they was going to get through Sunday.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited that we are getting back to true Giants form. I really wish that Tom Coughlin and Parcells would be around this offseason just to give it that nostalgic feeling. We might even let Sean Payton swing by and spend the day at camp.
Let me tell you what's really going to be a great day for us. This is the first legacy day that is going to have that feel to it when we play that game. Whatever game is our legacy game this year, it's going to have that real feel to it because all the old school heavy hitters are in the building. You got the LTs,
Coach,
you got you got the Bavaros. Yeah.
Coach
Let's talk
showing
about
the rings off. Okay,
yeah,
Coach.
See how we doing it?
Pulling out the hardware.
Yeah. See how we doing it?
Pulling out the hardware. Hey, don't start too hard on them, Coach.
Yeah, they're not ready for that.
When you wear too much, it make you limp when you walk. You know what I'm saying? It make you unbalanced and heavy on one side.
That's a lot of protein. That's a lot of protein right there, bro.
And by the way,
hey, Coach, I'm gonna bring it back, Coach.
All right.
Facts.
All right. Sprinkle on them. All right. Look.
Yo, it's been a very long time, man, since this type of energy was just around free agency for the New York Giants, man. And the excitement right now that everybody is feeling, the high that we are on, because it's obvious. I remember us being like this at times, but we just didn't have no surety. With Harbaugh in the building, with the players that he's brought over, with the identity that we have now, we got our quarterback finally. We establishing the run game. We establishing the pass game. We establishing the trenches. This is exactly what we missed all these years. 14 of them to be exact.
LOL AWD. He says, damn, I feel bad for those defenders that have to go through Ricard to get the scat. Listen, if they can make it through Ricard, now they got to tangle with scat. Because he's not trying to dodge. He's going to try to run through you. So after they miraculously somehow get by Ricard and they're exhausted, Now they have to contend with Scat.
Look, no more short yardage situation going 5 freaking wide receivers line up. Them Beagles have the tush push. We have the clobbering them in the face push. Punch them in their face. We'll show them what it's really like. Man. And by the way,
Give them the old,
week one,
the old 1-2.
Week one, I want fucking Tennessee. I want Tennessee week 1. With the bum and his little minions coming to MetLife, that stadium is going to be rocking. That's all I got to say.
I'm not going to lie.
Kevin A., what you got?
I want the Commanders, bro. I need to feel the respect that we've been deserved. Because they got away with a little bit of bull, in the last 2 years. I need them to recognize their place.
Kevin A., what's going on, man? Taco Man.
Hey, I'm just here to listen. I like to learn.
Oh.
I don't have that much to contribute, really. I love listening to you guys, though.
Oh, okay.
Good to hear
you're
your
more
voice,
than welcome, brother. You're more than welcome, but I can only have 6 people on the stream. So in the event that I do get 6, I might have to pull you back so that the other guys can talk. But you're more than welcome to rock out.
Fair enough. Is there a when you're just the speaker, like on Twitter or now?
Oh, you know what it is? He needs the YouTube link.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Send me the YouTube link and I'll send it to him.
Gotcha. Actually,
good to see you though,
please subscribe while you hop in.
It's been a lot.
While you tap in. While you tap in, go ahead and subscribe if you don't mind. Huh?
Will do.
And where you want me to you send it to you, E?
Yeah, you could just put it in the Shakedown Media, the Shakedown chat, because everybody's in there. I pretty much figured my guy wanted to just, be a part of the listening and commenting in the comment section.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that he wasn't just back there and we was ignoring him. I wanted to give him an opportunity to speak if he did want to speak,
The good brother right there, man. I can't wait for you to come out when we are at the stadium or whatever. He always comes through to show love, man. Can't wait for you to meet the brother.
Yeah,
he's a good dude, bro.
So much has been going on. I've been waiting to hear from you. I haven't heard.
I know, man. I've been in full recovery, so your brother is back and it's on. Yeah, everything is good, brother. Walking like I never could not. You feel me? Everything is good. Just not cartwheeling and ninja rolling, but I'm all right.
Yeah. Relax on that. You know what I'm saying? Jared said, and a lot of these contracts are going to be incentive really heavy, really heavy. They are not messing around. Yeah, and listen, I got to give it up to them too. They're not going out and just being financially irresponsible with these free agency signings. They're being very fiduciary. They're being very, what's that word? Frugal. They're being very frugal with these free agency signings. They're being very frugal. They're not just throwing a lot of money at guys and hoping it works. They've obviously scouted these guys. They've done their homework, their due diligence on who they want. They have a plan. They have a goal in mind, and they're bit by bit chopping away until they trim off all the fat and all the excess waste and end up with a refined finished product. I like the way they've approached the free agency so far. I can't wait to see how we approach the draft.
Listen, Lou, I'm telling you right now, this is the reason why I try to tell people, do not disrespect Joe Shane. I understand you may feel how you feel, but understand he sucks
at scouting talent, but he's good with the money.
But I could care less about his talent scouting. That's the thing. I care about the fact that he keeps us relevant in free agency. He keeps us relevant when it comes to the cap, and he keeps us relevant when it comes to contractual agreements that we not stuck in cap hell anymore. That's what allows you to obtain players, maneuver the cap, keep players, do what you need to do. And he knows when to trim the fat. So I told everybody, it's not about Joe Shane's mental football mindset or player mindset. It's about his
About his
financial
contract and
logistic.
negotiating acumen.
Exactly. That is what he is. He is a logistics guru. And that's why Harbaugh does not answer to him, because he let him know, listen, when it comes to football, son,
You
that
just
ain't
crunch
what
the
you
numbers,
do.
son.
That's the fact.
Yeah.
That's it. I need you to be a high-paid accountant
Accountant.
and move out my way.
Connor Hughes said the Wyatt Teller delay was due to money over $2 million. Just give the damn guy the extra $2 million.
Yeah, give him the bread. Give him the bread.
Aponte is doing the contracts and working the money. It's not Shane. So
well, he's in the room though. I
understand that. I understand, but she was brought here to handle that because she's the one that used to do that for the league. So her expertise is crunching those numbers and making a way to make things fit financially, and we're seeing the results of that right now. So
Coach
Joe Shane has his.
Are you talking about that Coke investor lady?
Donna Ponte, the one that they brought over from the league.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about? The Coke brothers.
I know who you're talking about.
Brothers, they daughter or whatever.
You're talking about the Koch family.
The
Koch family, who are 10% minority over now. No, he's not talking about them. He's talking about the contractual negotiating agreement lady for football operation and contracts.
Kevin Abrams,
Miss Aponte or something like that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But if you're seeing, I mean, she's making things happen financially, and she's not breaking the bank. I mean, you look at all these contracts; they're short, they're very efficient, and they're not, 5 years, $100 million. Look. As much as we can appreciate what Wandell did for this organization, $70 million? He wasn't getting that here. Go get your money. I respect you, every brother. Go get your money. But if you're going to be here, you're going to have to fit into the vision, financially as well as being on that field. And I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it.
Yeah, we good. And everybody's contract can be an out after maybe a year, maybe after 2, incentive lace, like the brother mentioned. But most of all, very light cap hits, even if we get out of their contracts at the back end of them. Pause. You feel me? So we don't have to worry about major cap hits falling under the Mendoza, as we say in baseball, or any of those things. We're good. So that keeps the money flowing, that keeps the players coming. And guess what? Now we have a coach and a team and an identity that's attractive. That's the biggest part of this free agency. He's bringing in pieces that attract other pieces.
E to the double J, he says, Lou, what do you think about the Giants signing Patrick Ricard, the fullback from the Ravens, Mr. Pancake? I said we're going to have to change the name of this offensive line to IHOP, baby. That's what I think, because it's going to be Pancake City, and Scat and Tracy going to be running over, just drizzling the syrup over them as they pass by. You know what I'm saying? Giants also need to jump on the remaining wide receivers, not trying to be negative, but we have shit luck with keeping our wide receivers healthy. I think Christian Kirk is still available. Jawan Jennings is that physical wide receiver. Listen, while I do agree with you that we do need to be aggressive with the wide receivers, I think we can get our wide receivers in the draft. I want a young, hungry, energetic wide receiver that infects this locker room with energy and wanting to win, hungry and focused. We saw what Malik Neighbors brought when he came out to the Giants. We saw the type of energy that the undrafted free agent Victor Cruz brought to the Giants. We saw what Odell Beckham brought to the Giants. I like that wide receiver energy coming straight from college, still with that competitive nature, trying to make their mark in the NFL and plant their flag, so to speak. So I think we don't have to throw a lot of money at these wide receivers in free agency. I think we need to do what we're doing, fix some of these needs, these positions of needs that we have holes in right now in free agency, and then go and get your premier linebacker and your wide receiver in the draft.
All the way with you.
But that's just my opinion.
2 names, right? Here's 2 in free agency. I wouldn't mind a Christian Kirk coming out of the slot. He's definitely in my mind, he's a better slot option for Jackson Dart than Wan'Dale Robinson. It's only one reason I'm saying that. Kirk plays a lot bigger than the position that he is on the court, on the field. He look at his film don't lie. He's always down the field as a threat. Jackson definitely needs something like that. He'll come across the middle. He's fast. He's quick. He's twitchy. As long as he's healthy, I'm okay with that. You're not going to get a bad wide receiver, and he's better than Darius Slayton. Let's get that out there, okay? So the second option is Tyquan Thornton. Me and Coach talked about it a little bit yesterday. I definitely believe
that's not setting the bar too
do.
high, but I get your point. But that's not raising the bar too high by saying he's better than Darius Slayton.
No, meaning it's not about the bar. It's not about but it's not about the bar. It's about the fact that that's what we still got in the building. That's why that gentleman said what he said. We still got that in the building. So we got to keep putting things above that, because that's the problem right there, right?
Yeah. But you can't go out there with subpar receivers.
Exactly, and that's the thing. I don't want that no more, and that's why he said what he said. So I'm with him all the way. Now, draft-wise, it's 2 guys that I think about that we could draft. Carnell Tate will be there, and I'm okay with that at 5. If we happen to trade back a bit and Jordan Tyson is there, you guys never seen who that is, please go watch him. Arizona State. Jordan Tyson. But second round is Denzel Boston, and there's Concepcion from Ole Miss.
There's Chris Bell.
Yeah.
There's a few wide receivers.
Yeah, there's some guys there, man. There's some talent
and
there.
there's some cornerbacks there that you can possibly steal that might fall because of certain things, like a Damani Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
There's some moves to be made here. So far, I'm very impressed and excited with the moves that the New York Giants have made in the free agency, and it's not over, as we know. Matter of fact, let me get back on my.
I want to talk about this Ricard move, man. I'm really excited about this. We are now about to go from zone stretch to a power run football team, which is needed in our division, which is needed in this league, which wins games, no matter how you look at it. If you cannot run the ball and stop the run, you will not win games. Guess what happened when it came down to the Patriots in Seattle? They made Drake May look like he lost all medicinal purposes and needs in his life. What? Watch that game again. Watch that game again, anybody. And I guarantee you won't think about nothing except for the way Drake May died when it came down to the spotlight.
Oh,
worst game he ever played in his career.
What the hell was that? Oh, yeah, old age sucks. Huh? We have over 120 million coming towards us next year that she could push forward if we really wanted to restructure Dexter Lawrence and Brian Burns and add void used to fill up more money. Okay. Need a veteran in that room though. Slayton ain't no vet. His hands are a brick city. Yeah, he trash, bro.
Yeah, yo, and it's sad. It's sad that we had to even be subjected to that.
And listen, as much as people might not like Isaiah Hodgins because he's slow, he's short-handed, and he is a vet. So re-signing him was kind of smart. No, he's short-handed, but he's just one of the slowest wide receivers in the league. But he is short-handed. He gets open somehow. Yeah, he gets open somehow
because he knows how to route run, and he's a red zone threat.
So, believe it or not, I'm all on board with the Isaiah Hodgins re-signing because that is a veteran presence, okay, and he's sure-handed. Now, he can pick up some of the slack in the meantime until Malik Neighbors gets 100%, but we still need a sure number two, a real number two, to pair with Malik Neighbors and Isaiah Likely and Theo Johnson at the tight end positions, and then throwing the Cam and Tracy out of the backfield as well. You're giving Jackson Dart a lot of targets to aim for, and we know he can extend plays with his legs, and it's hard to cover that amount of guys for that long. Somebody's going to get open, and we're going to have a bunch of chunk plays and explosive plays. It's going to be a great season. Jacoby Lane in the second round is another wide receiver, USC. Makai Lemon on this offense. Deception. Long time no see, man. What's going on, bro? You still a moderator on my channel. We should sign Dobbs from Green Bay.
Did he sign somewhere? Didn't he
I think
sign
he
with the
just signed.
Patriots?
Yeah.
He signed with the
I think
Patriots
he just
too.
signed with the Patriots. Yeah. And
Bob signed with the Patriots. Thornton went back to Kansas City. I was upset about that.
Your Giants doing their thing. OKC Donald, what's going on, man? Guys, hit that subscribe button if you ain't subscribed already, man. It is free to support the cause. It costs you absolutely nothing to push that button. You heard?
If it's free, it's for me.
Last year, why do you think Ravens got that extension for the other guy and not Likely? Because John knew if he was going to the Giants, he was going to take a Likely with him. Yeah, you talking about Andrews, that other tight end they got that was balling out over there for the Ravens. Andrews. Mac the Giants fan. What up, what up, what up, Mac the Giants fan? What's
What up,
going
Mac?
on, bro?
Peace, King.
Likely is basically our wide receiver too. Yeah, he's gonna basically fulfill the role of that slant receiver that we just lost in Wandell. I would reach out to Goddard's team and see what he's looking for. That man has killed us on third downs. It would be nice to have him on our side. We already got Theo Johnson and Isaiah Likely, and we re-signed Manhurts.
And let's never forget, we got Fedoni, bro. We still got Thomas
Fedoni. Yeah.
Yep.
So that we got 4 tight ends. Rafael Colon, he says, "What's good, Big Lou? What's going on, my brother?" Man, listen, this is I'm excited, bro. I can't help but smile. Ravens have backed out of the trade agreement for Max Crosby for medical reasons.
That's the big talk right now.
Yeah, because they found something in the medicals, and now everybody, they send that to everybody. That's general information. So somebody gonna have to take a risk, and that's it.
Lou, I'll put something in the private chat for you.
Can I roll it?
Nah.
Oh, wow. Caleb Downs is number 1.
Go to position ranking, and there's a drop-down menu that'll come on, and it gives you a breakdown of each position, and it gives you all the players that they have ranked in terms of draft positioning. So you want to pull up wide receivers, go to wide receivers.
You already know I just hit that too. The number 1 receiver on the scouting report is Jordan Tyson. Ranked number 2, Makai Lemon. Ranked number 3, Carnell Tate.
And if you go into each player, there's even more detailed breakdown of even players. Every player, it gives you all the stats, scrolling all the way down, strengths, weaknesses. So it's very detailed. So this can help you in your evaluations. If you want to go look at this and look at film, this is one of the sites that I use in terms of some of my evaluations, comparing my notes with what they had.
Coach with the clutch. Okay, Coach. Bookmarking that shit.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, and offensive alignment. It even breaks it down: centers, guards, tackles,
Can
defensive
I share
linemen.
it on the screen, or am I going to get
That's
in
up to you.
trouble?
I've
No, I mean I gotta ask because I already had my beef
I've never
with
used it on.
YouTube.
I've never used it, so I can't answer that. I can't, say there's, copyright issues that I can't answer for you because I've never used it to view. I just, use it for my evaluation of my personal use. So did
We just
Tyson
signed
have
Patrick
two
Ricard, the
ACLs?
fullback. Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. I'll tell you in 1 second. Hold on.
Yes, he did.
E-Man Perry.
Jordan Tyson definitely had 2 ACLs, but I'm gonna be honest with you. We have so much on this team that I'm okay with taking a risk if he drops to the second or third round. I'm with it.
Tyson is not
Yes,
making the second round.
I know.
If he
Listen to
makes
me.
the second round, then you take him. You have to take him.
I'm telling you right now, Coach. The chances of his medicals might do it. It might happen, but I'm okay with it. I'm letting y'all know that right now.
All I can say, if he dropped to the second
Oh
round,
my goodness! And if don't nobody know who he is, please go pay attention.
The only knock on Lemon is his height, but that kid's got a lot of Steve Smith in him. Tyson's injury history gives me pause. Pause.
I'm gonna say this about the wide receiver class overall. You can get talent, and if you develop it, you'll probably have a starter within 2 years in the fifth round. There is not
Yep.
much talent in terms of wide receivers in this class. It's just how do you develop them? That's really what it boils down to. So
Let's look at some of these wide receivers real quick.
And like I said, you can go down to the bottom, and if you want to look up a particular player, they're going to be listed there.
There you go. You got Tyson, Lemon, Carnell Tate, Denzel Boston, Casey Concepcion,
Those are
Chris
my
Braswell
top
II,
5 right there.
Chris Bell, Omar Cooper Jr., Gurmy Bernard, and Zachariah Branch. Those are the top 10 wide receivers in the draft right now. Then you got Antonio Williams at 11 and Malachi Fields at 12. So you
He's an
got
interesting prospect. He's an interesting prospect.
you got some guys right there, and there's more. There's some sleeper wide receivers in there that didn't get a lot of coverage, that didn't go to very well-known schools and things like that. But this is a very deep wide receiver class, believe it or
Luke,
not.
can you do me a favor? Can you go to their heights again so the chat could see and everybody could see? Can you go to their heights and
Who's height?
all the top 10?
Which one?
The top 10.
Okay.
They right there. If you move the screen, yeah, right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we got
So
6'2".
Tyson 6'2",
Right.
Lemon's 5'11", Tate is 6'2",
Come
Boston
on.
is 6'4", Concepcion is 6 feet,
Come on,
Brazel
man.
II is 6'4",
Come
Bell is
on.
6'2", Cooper is 6 feet, Bernard is 6'1", Zachariah Branch is 5'9", Antonio Williams is 6 feet, and Malachi Fields is 6'4", and runs a
Come on, man.
4.61.
Come on, man. We need one of those big body possession guys, man, for Dart.
And do me a favor, just click on tick. Okay, I got what you're doing. Go ahead.
What are we doing here? All right, position ranking. What was the other position you guys wanted to look at while we're here? While we wait for some news.
Oh, it has to be cornerback. It has to be cornerback. It has to be.
Defensive back. Hey, what are you doing here? 26. All right. You got Mansour Delaney, Avion Terrell, and Jermad McCoy. That's your top 3 DBs. All right. Then you got Carlton Hood, number 4, at Tennessee, 6 foot, runs a 4.44. Chris Johnson, 6 foot, 440. Brandon Chase, 6 foot, runs a 4.3. Keith Abney II, 5'10", runs a 4.4. D'Angelo Pons, 5'9", runs a 4.3. Keontae Scott, 5'11", runs a 4.4. Delane Everett, 6'1", runs a 4.3.
That's my guy right there.
Devin Moore, 6'3", runs a 4.5. And Traylon Stoops, 6'1", runs a 4.3. Those are your top 12 receivers. Cornerbacks, excuse me.
Come on, man. We
just choose one of the DBs and just go into them.
Okay. Let's see. Let's look at McCoy.
You see what you have there. No, go back up a little bit first. To the right, you see the breakdown there.
4 interceptions, 71 interception yards, 7 pass defense, 44 tackles, 26 solo tackles.
All right, now you can scroll down a little bit, gives you a little report. That's why I say this is very detailed. If it's green, it's in the high percentile. If it's orange, it's in the middle, and red is in the lower spectrums in terms of what their measurables. And
so his role is an outside zone cornerback. Outside zone DB.
And then you can go.
Overall rating is 87.7 out of 100. Okay, his tackling is 85%, run defense 85%, coverage 97%, zone 92%, man press 96%. Now that's the kind of damn DB we need.
And then you get your round projections right underneath that. Like, this is why I say this is very effective. You get your bios, and you can scroll down. Like I said, you get your strengths, your weaknesses, and
okay.
Then this is why I love this site. Because you for me, I'm a bookworm. I admit it. I like reports like this. I like reading stuff like this and in terms of my analysis. And I can break down the strengths and the weaknesses. I can look at how, in terms of what they see on the film, and then if I, keep scrolling down a little bit more, Lou.
Absolutely, you can message something that you just heard, Jared. You said scroll down some more. Take Tyson in a second over Alabama kid Bernard.
That's a fact.
What'd you say?
That's a
you
fact.
Said scroll down some more.
Yeah, keep scrolling down. Here's your strengths.
Scouting report strengths.
There's your weaknesses. And then
scouting report summary.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this is fire.
That's why.
Wait. Hey, coach, you done put me on, bro.
If you ain't a junkie like me, this ain't for you.
Yes, sir. You done put me on, coach.
Mm-hmm. And you know what's crazy? I go to this only. I was talking to coach about it. I go to this after I do my thing and see what they gotta say. I do my thing first. Like yesterday when coach was like, "Yo, what's up with Everett?" I didn't have to go to draft.
We're critical thinkers. Yeah, we're critical thinkers. We do our own due diligence and gather all the facts and then formulate our opinion.
Right.
Us Gen Xers was taught how to do research. They don't teach that in school no more.
Exactly. I watch my film, I look at what I see, and then I'll see what everybody else is saying. When coach asked me yesterday about Everett, I said, I don't even need to hear what they're going to tell you. I'm going to tell you right now, coach. And I said what I said to him. And then he went to the draft buzz. He said, yo, E, there you go. You on point, bro. I said, I watched him. When you interested in what you interested in, you make sure you analyze and pay attention. That's what you just said, Lou. Gen X.
And
we a different cut.
Yeah. And you see it differently because you're looking at it from a different perspective than everybody else who's just a casual fan. You
Right.
have a genuine interest in it because you were invested in the game. You've invested in
Exactly.
practice. You've invested in sweating. You've invested in hitting, whatever the case may be, whatever position. You know what I mean? So we've invested that time. So it's not something that just dissipates over time. You know what I mean? It's a part of us.
Right. Once it physically gets out the window, it starts to mentally just broaden and widen. So that's the difference between playing, being a fan, knowing what it takes, the dedication, the love for it overall, right? You can physically still not play, but that knowledge is still there. So when you walking past a young kid in the street, you'll be like, let me tell you something. Do this, and the third. He'll go out there and try it and be like, what? And you just look back over at him and go, okay, now.
Oh, deception. I think you must have misunderstood. We're just talking about what receivers are in the draft because it doesn't look like we're going to address it in the free agency. Now, at 5, I don't want a receiver. At 5, I want either Caleb Downs or Sonny Styles.
Right. But I'm okay if we take Carnell Tate if we do something in the wide receiver area. I'm okay with that. And I'm also okay with Delaney from LSU at cornerback if we don't take those. If we don't take Styles or Downs, I'm good.
Slot.
Right now, you want to take a look at what the Giants have been doing overall, and it's right now it's gearing up to be a BPA. It really is. You know,
that's what I was thinking.
It could be an offensive lineman. It could be
what up, Big Hat Mac, the Giants fan.
He got the hat up. Yeah. I feel that there.
What's good with y'all,
what
man?
Up, Mac?
You already know, man.
Yeah, been working today, man. So I got to see what was going on, but I ain't get to really soak it all in.
Guys, if you are just tuning in, if you just enter in my house, please wipe your feet. And what that means, hit that subscribe button. It is absolutely free. It costs you nothing to push that button. You heard to support the cause, man, for some guys that love football, love to chop it up and know the game. If you want to come and chop it up and learn football and talk about football, watch film and get real breakdowns, this is the place to be. If you want to argue and debate and get all emotional, this channel is not for you. We don't do that here.
I'm going to say this because taking a look and listening, whether I'm on Spaces, on YouTube, or other Giants fans just in general, there is a consensus that I'm seeing. It's either Styles, Downs, Arvell Reese, Malionaga. Those and Tate. Sorry, those seem to be the 5.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see Reese being there at 5, but I would not mind having Reese on this team.
Exactly.
If he is, I'll tell you, I'm running. I'm running my TV screen.
What? Well,
I'm running up to that podium.
What would you do if you had both Reese and Styles there, or Downs, all 3 of those there?
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Now, to be honest with you, hey, listen. If all 3 of them are there at 5, I'm trading back to like 6 or 7, get some more picks, and still get one of the 3.
All right, I can understand wanting to trade back, but if you can, that's the point. Like I have my top 4, and I get it, but that's me.
And you got to give me that first rounder. Y'all feel me on that? If I trade back a couple of spots, I'm not coming out of the first round. No, I need that first round. That's a fact.
Wait a minute.
I need that late first rounder.
And I'm only trading back to maybe 6 or 7.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I can still grab my
get one of them guys.
Right. Absolutely.
And possibly get a 3rd round pick. Yeah.
Listen. And we have obviously
1st round pick. But I need a 3rd round pick to sweeten it too. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have a 3rd round pick, so I'm gonna try to get.
So you want a late 1st and a 3rd?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
To get up to move up to the number 5 overall pick. Yeah, you got to pay me, boy.
Listen. I'm all the way with it. Feel me?
Yeah.
I wish we would have never beat the Raiders and we would have the number 1 pick.
Rams got all the way to the top 4 in the playoffs with no DBs.
You said
Yeah, but
you'll
they didn't
move
get
back
that
to how
ring.
far back? How far back, Lou? Did you say you
Six
want to
or
go?
6 or 7,
Six
the
or
most.
seven
If
for
you trade
move
back, you're
back
not
2
getting
spots.
you're not getting a future first with one of those.
What do you get? A second?
No, you
No,
know
no, no.
what?
I'll get the number 7 pick if I move back 2 spots. I'll get the number 7 and
Okay,
probably a second
okay.
and a third or something.
That's why I said future first. So, and
Oh
I'm
no,
only
no,
going
no.
by the
Next year,
NFL.
no, no, no. Yeah, yeah,
See,
no.
I'm looking
I'm
at
trying
the
to get
NFL
everything I
draft
can
trade
this year.
value. No, I got you. I got you. And that's the thing. Like when people talk about the trades, and I get it, but I've even said it to some people. I'm like, do you understand the NFL trade chart value?
Yeah,
The
they don't know
value
the
chart.
point. They don't
They
know the
don't.
point system. You got to
Yeah.
know the
So
point system in order to know what it is.
and I get it when you try to do these mock drafts that they don't allow you to do future first, and I'm like, that's not how it works. In reality, that's why some of them you need to force the trade because you know in the future for next year a first round draft pick is worth 590 points when the number one overall draft pick is
Mm.
3,000 points. So you think about that. So it's tricky, but it's like, okay, well, if you understand that, that's why I'm like, all right, well, if I'm trading back, how far back can I get a future first next year? Because I'm like you guys, yeah, if I trade back and I'm giving up these prime candidates right now, then next year I need to have me a first round draft pick, if not more. So it's tricky.
And
I'm
that's
excited.
and that's the reason why, coach, right? And I want to just, expound on your point. I know a lot of people like, oh, I can't tank and I got pride and I respect all of that.
Mhm.
But you realize when you look at you know where I'm about to go. When you look at from 5 to 1, the amount of points that somebody has to have just to come up from 7 to 1 and what you get in return just for 6 spots is ridiculous. It is crazy. And if
Well,
you want, coach, we could do a show where we can break down the point system to the
no,
uneducated because
Lou,
just looking at it ain't going to help you.
Lou, I have it for you to share. Now, if you need me to magnify, just tell me. I'll bring it up.
Yeah,
I'll
I
magnify.
can't see none of that.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, that's the point system. Yes, sir.
Yep. So if you see number one,
Yeah. So you got to look at the value, right? Go ahead, coach. I'm
mm-hmm.
sorry.
No, go ahead. Speak on. Oops, what happened? I thought close it out.
Hey, Kevin, I'm gonna drop you backstage, big homie, because I got this StreamYard duck over my face.
Fair enough. I'll keep listening. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
If you need me to, you need me to make it
Yeah, you
bigger.
got to make it a little bit. Yeah, the chart.
Tell me how much more you need.
That's good enough right there.
That's good.
So
Yeah.
That's good
round
right
one,
there.
you see the value that number one gives you is 3,000 points, and then number two drops 400 points. And now, if we were to go to the very last pick in round number one, that's where I got the 590. So in the future for next year, that's how you have to equate that when you're trading a first round draft pick. Because right now, if you get it in the future, that's 590, and you have to add this up. So that's why
Yep.
sometimes they talk about, oh, we're gonna have to throw in a sixth or a seventh based on the points, because the points tell you right there the pick number and then what the value is. Think about it. The 161 in the 6th round is valued at 27 points. That's why sometimes it's like, yo, how did they get so many picks? Well, because of the value. What are you trading? So if the Giants at number 5 at 1,700 points, if you were to go back to, that's why I said, if you go back to 7, you got to equate to 200 points. So 200 points is probably going to put you late third into the 4th round or middle of the third. So the
Yeah,
78 will get you.
that'll put you at pick 78.
Yeah. And
Mm.
then if you say, okay, well, you know what? Let's just say you're going to go pick 75. So now you got to compensate them by giving them 15 points. So that'll be a late 6th round draft pick if you have that. If not, it may be in the future. You may have to say
And
next year we'll give you a 6th round draft pick.
All right, now, Coach, I want you to explain to people because I
Oops,
know
sorry.
I always ask for us to educate, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to explain the swap, right? Now, say if we were to swap picks from the first pick
Mm-hmm.
to the fifth pick, look how much another
Mm-hmm.
team has to add on top
Mm-hmm.
of our
Mm-hmm.
swap. So
So it's 3,000 minus 1,700. So right now you have to give them another 1,200 points.
13.
1,300. I'm sorry, 1,300 points. So that's, let's just say that's a second rounder, and then you got to go into the next year because the bottom of and remember each round your value, if you're giving them a future, is whatever that is. So the bottom of the second round is 270. Third round is 116. Get out the way, damn it. Um, Fourth round is 44. As you see, the points decrease as you go. But if it's in the future, it's whatever that bottom one is. So it's like you got to really add these points up going forward. So, for the Giants to get the number one, you got to give up a lot.
So here's the reason why I be so pissed off. Whenever I see players, right,
Mm-hmm.
get traded to other teams and they say all they did was give them a fourth round pick.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying to myself, do you understand the value of a fourth round pick at number one? If you have the first pick in the fourth round, that's 112 points.
Mm-hmm.
I say to myself, so the player that they traded for, that we were interested in, we were not okay with just giving up 112 points?
Mm-hmm. Why do you think I said what I said yesterday when I was talking about Tibbs? I'm gonna at least want a first round draft pick in the future because that's 590 points right there. Because that's why I'm saying, well, Max Crosby. Well, we understand the trade didn't go through, but initially they got 2 first round draft picks, and
Right.
Baltimore was giving up 111 and then 590 points for Max Crosby.
And listen, now that his medicals came back bad,
Mm-hmm.
his point value drops.
Exactly. This is why I said what I said about Kayvon. I'm like, people talking about giving up Kayvon for a 4th round draft.
So I need y'all to know something. Y'all ready for this?
Ladies
then
and
I'm gonna leave it
gentlemen,
alone.
this is the only show on YouTube where you get this type of in-depth insight into drafting, free agency, trading, and all of the analytical and data side of what that entails. Okay, make sure you hit that subscribe button and get this free game weekly. You know what I'm saying? From the Big Blue Crew, from my brother E, from my brother Coach Ed, from my brother Mac, the Giants fan. You know what I'm saying? From myself, GNATION Inside Sports, and many others. You don't get this nowhere else, man. You know what I'm saying? And it costs you nothing to hit that subscribe button. So don't be a ninja watcher, man. Hit that button. You heard?
So,
I'm
Coach,
sorry, fellas.
no. That's perfect, brother. That's perfect plug. Yo, Coach. So I want the
and
fans
E,
to yo.
please continue where you was at when I interrupted with that. Because you was going
Okay.
somewhere with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I want everybody to know, regardless to how you feel about it, Kayvon Thibodeau's value is higher than Max Crosby when it comes to the point system now. Because a team is going to have to absolutely take a higher risk for a high reward or take a higher risk for a low reward. So now Max Crosby just put himself in a hit or miss situation. Kayvon Thibodeau's injury is nowhere near what Max Crosby got going on. And once the medicals come out, everybody's going to be like, damn, they rejected that offer. Remember, that was 2 first-round picks that they rejected.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was 2 first-round picks that they rejected. So his medicals must be that bad that they feel like, you know what? We can draft a guy or 2 actually to compensate for what we're not going to pay for or take a risk on when it comes to him. So now teams are going to fall back and they're going to make him wait. And even when he cleared medicals, he's going to have to get on prove-it deals now. He may get a 2-year deal with a high end and a low back end pause so they can come, and if they want to cut him after he don't prove it, that they won't be hit in the cap space area. So Max Crosby is in what you call NFL hell. And it stands for not for long when you got injuries like that.
Anybody who does their own mock draft in the future, just always have this chart so you can just take a look at what these point systems are. I mean, they're fun. Don't get me wrong. We all have fun with it and whatever. But if you really want to be a true aficionado, having this, and you can almost sit back and watch the NFL draft and kind of get a gauge on what teams are doing. Depending on, well, they may want to trade for this player. Okay, well, what's the point value? What do you think they're going to give up? Because that's the other thing. These veterans, they have a certain point value that equates to the NFL draft. And the older they get, their point value decreases because they're a commodity. Let's not mistake ourselves. We talk about, I don't care if it's Patrick Mahomes. I don't care if it's, whatever player you want. They're going to have some type of a point value. And if you say Patrick Mahomes is worth 2 first-round draft picks, well, what team this year? So you're going to look at the first round, and then in the future, automatically 590 points. So, okay, that's really what you're saying he's worth.
Right. Now let's
Jerry says somebody that I know and talked to around the league told me a couple minutes ago that they're asking for a second now because of what happened to Crosby for Kayvon.
Yo, let me say this real quick, and then we could get right into that. Coach, you know what I love about the point system? Because I learned it about 7 years ago. When you package your picks to trade up into another round, that's always one of the most interesting things to me, because you go to this chart and you say, damn, so they gave up a 5th rounder and a 4th rounder to go back up into the 2nd round. If a team accepts your 5th and 4th and they give you a 2nd rounder, they still get your 5th and 4th pick. You just take their pick from the 2nd round. So if they got 2 picks in the 2nd round, say a mid and a late pick, they give up their mid pick or their late pick. So now they got their mid pick still. You get their late pick, and then they got 2 more selections in the round that you gave them, which is 5 and 4. So it gets intricate, but once you know it, it's like, it's something to have some fun with. But let's get to the real subject. So he just said he got some inside information, Lou.
Yeah, I think that's what he said on the.
Somebody that I know and talked to around the league told me a couple of minutes ago that they're asking for a second now because of what happened to Crosby for Kayvon.
So if Crosby was the Ravens 14, which is 11 and 590, so that's 16. Yeah, 1690. So that's literally a 6th round between a 6th and a 5th round draft pick. So, if you're talking about a 2nd rounder, Baltimore, I think they have 46. So you're telling me Kayvon is only worth 440 points?
Nah. You know what they saying? That you're gonna get that point value, right, off the trade. So we get a 2nd round pick for him, and we get their pick whenever we get that for him. They get him from us, and something else always has to go on in that. They're gonna have to give us another pick than that. They're not. It's just not straight up for 1 year, a pick or a player. You're not just going. You know what I'm saying? And this is where it becomes interesting again, Coach. And this is where it becomes interesting again, Coach. Say if they give us a pick and a player, right? We go and see where that player's destination was when he was drafted. And we see exactly what his value was when he was coming out. Now, Kayvon Thibodeau's value is super high because I want y'all to know something. Was he not
We
at the
drafted
same
him 5th
destination?
overall.
Yeah. Yes.
Number
His
5, yeah.
his value is 1,700, right? So a second rounder doesn't get a 5th-year option. So they will have to give us a player to equivalent to that. Or another pick. All right, coach. I'm not gonna fall into the addiction of this because that's what I do sometimes. So we're going.
It's all good, brother.
Yeah, yo. I'm just breaking it
said,
down for people, bro. That's all.
Miz said, but what a effing get, Ricard. I said for a month he'd be a giant. We $2 million off to get Wyatt Teller, bro. What the? Give him 1.5 million as a bonus. Hello, come on now. That sets the old boys, the old line boys. Yeah,
that's. I don't see why
we get. Listen, we get this old line fixed. We get Teller in here. You looking at a completely new New York Giants team, man. Because now you have a quarterback that can make moves with his legs. Okay, you have three-headed monster at running back. Because people can say what they want about Devin Singletary. He's a veteran in this league. Okay,
right.
And he produces. So Cam Scatterbull, Tyrone Tracy, and Singletary behind the O-line that can block. Jackson Dart, who can pull an option if he chooses to, who can buy time with his legs. You get us a true number 2 receiver to pair with Malik Neighbors, and now we got Isaiah Likely at the tight end position. Man, listen, bro. With an offensive line that can block, this is a totally different team with the names that I just stated. So you bring Teller in here, bro. It's a wrap, man.
We already got the bookends. We already got the tackle positions on lock. We got the best left tackle in the NFL. I don't care what nobody got to say. That's how I feel, and I can make a case for that. We got the best left tackle in the game.
I'm back on my bullshit. 11-6. Let's go.
We got the bookends. JMS is going to be much improved, especially with a Wyatt right there next to him. You know what I'm saying? And a Runyon. So we all right. Then we got Bo. You know what I mean? Also up and coming, strong, knows what he got going on, has some important reps, right? For his development. He's only going to get better. So we got 6 and we got 5 in the possible already. We bring Teller in here, and we really, really got something going on, man. We got another offensive lineman in Ricard. Let's get that. Let's always remember what a fullback is. He is an extension of an offensive lineman. Let's always understand that.
Yep. Bull
so
blocking for a bull.
Come on, man. Come on. Like, yeah.
With the chart? Okay.
Yeah, we done.
All right.
Get
that thing over.
My brother from another mother.
Mac, we monopolize. Mac, get in here. Talk your talk, bro.
Yeah, we need to hear it.
I'm just trying to say I've been working all day, but yeah, like I said,
hey, Mac. Great minds think alike, brother.
Ricard, man, he been that was a great pickup. Like I said, it goes to show you the identity that John Harbaugh is putting to this team now, man. That's what it comes down to, man.
Yep.
We're gonna be a physical, smash mouth football team like the old school '80s New York Giants. We back to that. The realness. Like I said, this is what I grew up on. This is what I love. This is what I used to love about this football team. Getting out there and just bullying jokers. And we're gonna be doing that, man. That's what it's like. Like we ran the ball pretty well last year, as it was, and we done improved that situation right now. Where I think we just gonna be bulldozing jokers, man. To be honest, if Scatterbull come back healthy, man, you saw what that brother was doing. He put that brother inside, get that brother inside the 5-yard line. He wasn't stopping him from crossing that goal line. That brother, like he made his mission.
Tudo says 11-6.
Oh shit.
Miz says 11-6. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Look,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna say this, okay, because the run game, especially if you're physical and you do it right,
Coach, why
gonna
you
help.
hiding, Coach? Why you hiding behind that
It's-
ring, man? You've been stunting on us for an hour now.
What do you mean? I ain't hiding. You know,
You got the big ring on. You just got the big ring.
What does that say, man? Do you know in 40 plus years of being involved in football, I've only had 7 losing seasons?
oh wow.
So what does that tell you?
Had 3 in 4 years of high school.
I win, bro. I win. I know what the hell. Yeah, it ain't flossing. It's just letting you know the champ is here. All right. What can I say? So
Wow.
you know, what's up, Tudo? But what this run game will do is it's going to force teams to bring an extra body into the box. And can you imagine Malik Neighbors and likely attacking the back end of
Yes,
the defense?
yes,
Off
I
of
can.
play action.
Yes, I can. Yes,
Come on,
I
man.
can.
Come on, man.
With 2 routes, Coach. You ready for them? Slant, wheel.
You can do that. You can do switch route. You can do
Pick
you can
route.
do a hammer route, a dagger
Yeah,
route, China route.
definite. Whip
The
and pick
whip
route.
yes.
Come on.
It does so much where now what is the team going to do? Because now if you're running well, that means they can't defend the pass well. And now Neighbors is going to eat. Now you're going to force them to bring a safety back, which then you can go back
Bro,
to
listen,
the run
that's
game.
hard to cover, bro. That's hard to cover, bro. As the safe, that's hard as hell to cover, bro.
Exactly.
That's too. Listen, that's too many options for you to cover for that long. You cannot, and it puts the safety in a horrible position because you always have a choice to make.
And
The
think
safety
about
always
it.
has a
Right,
choice
Ruth?
to make.
Right. And think about it. You got 2 pass catching wide running backs coming out of the backfield to give them another option in the flat or coming over the middle.
Well, shit, they can run routes though. They run routes
This is
down
what
the
I'm trying to
field.
say.
Well,
Tracy runs
And
routes like a wide receiver, bro.
Harbaugh is known, and Harbaugh is known to have 2 tight ends on the field at times.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen, how many times have we seen Andrews and Likely on the field at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
here's
Multiple.
the thing is the Giants ain't gonna be as predictable, ain't gonna be as easy to stop because now you're gonna have multiple weapons that you gotta account for as opposed to like
And
for
the
instance
blocking
last
and
year after like Neighbors went down last year as far as out and wide receivers they only cared about Wan'Dale Robinson. They didn't care about damn Darius Slayton and nobody else we had. They just only worried about Wan'Dale Robinson trying to slow him down, stop him. That was
And
it.
that's the
They still
reason
could
why,
barely.
and that's the reason why Dart had to win a lot of those situations with his legs, man.
Yeah, I mean, it just is with like we're gonna have multiple weapons on the field that people got to account for, and this is gonna be
I can't wait, man. I
this is gonna
cannot
be a
wait
game.
to see
Yeah, I
what's
can't wait to
going
see it on the field too. I can't wait to see it
I
on the
can't
field.
wait to see it, man. It ain't even draft yet, and we over here going crazy.
Look. They're projecting the Giants to draft Sonny Styles at 5. Woo!
Give me that.
Yo, son,
Styles
listen.
and-
Do you hear me, bro? Listen, man, this is shaping up to be the best offseason in forever, bro.
14 years, brother.
Max writes. He always right. He's even wrong. He's still right. And we say forget about it.
It's clobbering time. I'm telling you, like the thing.
The New York Giants gonna be out there looking like Tudo.
Like that's exactly what it's gonna be. Like you said, like the thing, it's clobbering time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, man. That's what Scatterboo already was about. That's why I hope this kid can come back healthy, man. Because I like what you think about it. He only really played about
running behind Pat Ricard and running behind Ricard.
He only played like substantial minutes, like in about 4 games, really, or so, pretty much. You know what I mean? And he was a touchdown machine in them games, bro. Like he was putting it down, man. Like he was putting it there. And if he can come back the way he was last year at all, man, I'm trying to tell you, it's going to be nasty out there. Especially if things just more wide open. Come on, man. Like, forget about it, man. Jackson Dart, a second year under Jackson Dart, after what he showed this past year, 24 touchdowns for that kid. We were slobbing over, people were slobbing over Daniel Jones. He got a big contract for having his big 15 passing touchdowns for the whole damn season. Dart did that thing last year and not even playing the whole season. So I mean, we in for some better days, man. I'm like a little kid right now, man.
Hey,
that's good.
It's long overdue, but we're gonna be in a dogfight with Dallas. I don't think Washington's gonna do much or Philly. I think it's gonna be us and Dallas fighting for that division.
Like I said, I can't count Philly out until they out. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna. But I get to talk shit to their fans. I'm gonna tell you what, I get to talk crazy to them.
I'm gonna count them out. I'm gonna count them out. Hey, Tudo, go ahead and hit me with it one time. F all Boyd's losers.
I mean, I get to break out the shit talking again, man, because I've been having to keep it, you know what I mean, keep it on the low the last few years, obviously, since we just have been as bad as we've been. But I ain't holding back this year. I'm going all out again.
Okay.
Back to Giants fan.
So if we can get Teller and we draft Sonny Styles, what are the odds of us having a Lombardi within the next 3 seasons?
I mean,
3 seasons?
Within the next 3 years, what are the odds of us getting a Lombardi? If we get Teller and we get Styles, get the Lombardi within 3 more seasons if we get Teller and Styles in here.
I mean, it's possible. It's possible.
It's possible, but to get it, to definitively say we can get it, I would put it probably at about 40%, maybe between 40 and 60%. I'll go that. Because you gotta. There's a lot of things. You know, it's football. There's still things that have to roll your way. There really is. But I'll be more confident. Yes, I will say that. But to say,
Coach Ed might stay 11-6 if we got Teller and Styles. Coach Ed might be on the 11-6 train, baby.
I'll never be 11-6. I'll always be higher than that.
Okay, well, let's go. Shit, let's be 13-4 then.
My expectations is 14 to 15 wins.
Woo! They pulled that off.
Let's get it.
That's I just have to be. I'm sorry. That's just how I've always been. It's I have high expectations. I just do.
Slap all Boyd's losers out of here. Forget about it. Ming your fudge.
I wish I had that little Adam Sandler remote control on click and I could just fast forward this whole off season and let's get to the season and get back to September right now, bro. Dead ass, bro. I'm ready for September now. Now I'm ready for September. All that preseason, all that. I don't get. I want to get to September. I want to get to the real deal. Like I'm ready for it. I want all the smoke. I want all of it. Well, I mean, like I said, you watch what the Patriots did this past season. I mean, look, it can happen. You can turn it around just like that. Get the right coach, got the quarterback, get the right coach in there, it can turn around just like that. So we watched it happen this year with them. So it's real. Chicago too. Chicago had a great year too. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of turnover every year in this league, man. Why can't that be us next year? I think it can be. If we're gonna be,
I believe it, bro.
Like we're gonna be a very physical football team. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a problem, man. Old school NFC East football back, baby. NFC East is better when it's always more relevant when the Giants is better, man. It's a better football. It's a good football team, man. It's always makes for a better, more relevant division, man. That's how I feel about it.
The NFL is better when the Giants are good.
Damn.
New York is the sports mecca, man.
We make good storylines anyway, man. You seen the last 2 bowls we was in, bro? Always.
And listen, I think we in for a phenomenal year all the way around, man. I think the Knicks might really make some serious noise this year. I think the New York Giants is gonna really make some serious noise this year, man. It's time, man. What my man saying UFC, Michael Buffer.
It's time. It's time.
Man.
Oh, the way
It's
Max
time.
Holiday got, you see that? He got his ass whooped on Saturday night. The bull Max Holiday. Woo! Holloway. Goodness gracious. Got his ass whooped.
Oh, he lost it? I didn't get to watch it. I was man, by the time I got home.
Lost it. He got his ass whooped. 5 rounds straight, bro. Got his ass whooped.
None of that.
Not just beat.
None of that right in the center of the ring. Octagon. None of that shit, huh?
He got his ass whooped. The only thing I say is I don't know how the hell how he lasted all 5 rounds.
Bam.
But
I'm sorry. Bam Adebayo has 78 points right now.
He has 78 points right now.
He has 78 points. They're playing Washington, and it's 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, but it's 79 points, so he must be at the free throw line.
Holy shit.
Is he going for 80?
Come on and get no notification about that. They got a notification on that.
Yeah, I'm on CBS Sports. I just happened to pull it up. I'm sorry. I know this is football. I'm sorry. That just took me away. That's
shit. And listen, that's phenomenal. It don't matter if we're talking about football. You score 80 points in a basketball game because we must discuss it.
He's 20 of 43 from the field goal range, 7 of 22 from 3, 32 of 39 from free throws. 32 free throws.
That's crazy.
And they've been fouling the shit out of him.
You ain't lying.
Jesus Christ. Their whole team should be fouled out. They're all in foul trouble. What is going on?
Yo, this has been a crazy
Good God,
week, man.
Them jokers is almost all in foul trouble. The whole damn team.
They're all in foul trouble, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they got like 3 dudes with 3 guys with 4 fouls. A couple jokers with 5 fouls. A bunch of motherfuckers with 3 fouls.
Damn.
God dang, bro.
There was some hacking asses tonight, bro. Washington.
39 free throws, my nigga. They fouled the shit out of you.
That's just one damn player.
Damn. He is literally the one man. And they're losing 146 to 121. So that tells you Bam is damn near beating him by himself.
Oh my God. 79 points though?
In Wilmington, it's 66 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies.
Ziggy.
Tonight.
Stop. Oh shit. I meant to mute my mic when I said that.
Did he hit the other one?
Well,
Coach?
He's at 79 still. So
how much time left in the game?
Wait a minute.
It's a minute and a half.
He's at 80 points right now.
80 points.
Yup. So that must mean he's at the free throw line. Because what? Kobe got 81. So did he get one more? I think he might have missed it. No, he had 39. So yeah, he was 33. He has 81 points now. So he at least tied Kobe.
Wow. That is saying something. Right there. 81 points. Is
okay.
Crazy.
I'm sorry. I'm getting back to the. I'm getting back to football talk. Damn.
Man. Well, I guess day 2 is pretty much a wrap. Ain't no new news coming out.
Yeah, I got Adam Schefter on the refresh all the time. So Max Crosby agent. Max continues to be on track in his recovery, and if anything is ahead of schedule, according to his surgeon, Dr. Neil L. Atrake. Max remains on track to returning during the offseason program and will undoubtedly return as the dominant game wrecker he has been these past 7 seasons. So that's according to his agent, I guess. So there you have it. So nothing new has come through from Shefty. Let me check. Ian Rappaport. Yeah, Max Crosby's. Yeah, okay. Logan Hall signing with the Texans. Okay, got that.
Yeah, see Gino going back to New York.
Yeah.
Back where it started for him.
Yo, he's the 20th. He's the 20th quarterback they've had since they drafted him.
Damn.
As long as he just don't get himself punched in the face again.
Oh,
By a lineman, right? Yeah.
It was.
They'll pay what you owe, son. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's usually the gist of it, son. You know, you owe pay.
It like
You
the Giants did a lot of re-signing of some of their own guys today. I noticed too. Like just re-signing back a lot of depth pieces. Got McFadden on that 1-year deal. Like I said, a little prove-it deal. See if he can come out there if he got some game, if he's worth extending. I mean, I like it.
Man, listen. I think the Giants have done phenomenal so far. If we can get Wyatt Teller over here, I'm happy. Then you go draft Sonny Styles and you go draft a receiver. Man, listen. It's about to be serious, bro.
Yeah, I can't wait for the draft.
But I gotta wake up super early tomorrow. I got a long day ahead of me at work. It's been an hour and a half. I know all of you guys got stuff to do. Coach, I greatly appreciate you for spending this time with me. Appreciate that link too. I'm definitely going to use that. That will be a very resourceful tool. Thank you very much. Hey, E, keep your head up, my brother. God is with you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
Call me if you need anything.
Yes, sir.
And all of you guys, man, make sure you go subscribe to Coach Ed Sports, Shakedown Media Sports Network, Mac the Giants fan. You know what I'm saying? Check out the great things them guys are doing over there. As I told you yesterday, Coach Ed has got you on the college, the NBA, the WNBA, as well as football. Mac the Giants fan with the NFC East Roundup and the Premier Takes podcast with the Four Horsemen. Shout out to Jeffrey T, rest in peace. Classified 3 for Joel, rest in peace. And make sure you go tap in with the Shakedown Media Sports Network, man, where they got all of your hot topics and information up, keeping you up to date with all the sports, baseball, basketball, football. They got their debates, their questions, and their trivia. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you tap in with them guys as well. And if you ain't subscribed to GNATION Inside Sports, man, I don't know where you've been hiding at, but you missing out. You know what I'm saying? 15-0 on the fight predictions when it comes to the boxing. You know what I'm saying? The sweet science, UFC fight nights on Saturdays. So all of your leather to the face, boxing and UFC combat sports, I got you locked down. And Giants content, man. So stay tapped in, hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that thumbs up button. Leave your comments, thoughts, opinions, and ideas in the comment section. And until next time, y'all already know what it is.